Hello, everyone. Hey, this is Kylan Hunt with Kylan Hunt and Company, and we're super excited to have you join with us here today. If you like this video that you're listening to, go down and click on the like button, go down and follow us, subscribe to our channel, and we'll continue to bring out great content for you. The more people that subscribe, the more people that share and do this, the more value that we can bring out to you as we continue to grow our company. Okay, today I want to talk about the difference between opportunity and potential. And then I'm going to dive in and talk about three very specific ways that you can improve your potential to realize more and more opportunity in front of you. Okay, now what am I getting at here? Well, let's start with a dictionary definition of potential. That's what we have to think about. And this is coming from the fact that in the last several weeks, we've heard people say that out in the marketplace right now, because of COVID and everything that's going on, there's a lot of potential in the marketplace right now for growth. There's potential for new businesses to be developed. There's potential for this new normal that we are talking about in the industry, over media, social media, etc. There's all this stuff being talked about, and I hear the word potential come up pretty regularly. But here's the thing: that's not really true. Let me read the word potential to you from the dictionary. The inherent ability or capacity for growth, development, or future success. The key word in there is ability. That's what we have to think about and take a look at right now. Does the marketplace in general have any ability to grow itself? Does the marketplace, do the businesses, do the restaurants, do they have the ability to grow themselves? No, not at all. And that is such a misconception in the world today. See, ability is what comes from you. Ability is inside of you, not out there in the marketplace. It's not the business that has the ability, it's you that have the ability. So when we say that there's potential in the marketplace, yeah, I get what people are saying, but that's not actually true. There's opportunity in the marketplace, the potential's in you. Here's the question: are you going to raise your potential to realize or bring to reality the opportunities in front of you? See, that's the question you should be asking. That's the question that you should be thinking into. Because if your ableness, your ability is not improved upon, if your ability to capture the opportunities is not there, then the opportunities are going to slip through your hands by default. You will miss the opportunities. And that's what we want to be really diving in today. So as we look at this, I also pulled up the definition of ability. It is the power or capacity to do or act physically, mentally, legally, morally, financially, etc. It's also the competence in an activity or occupation because of one's skill, training, or other qualification. See, the ability to grow, develop, and create things is in you. So as you start thinking about that, here's the reality I want to bring to you. Every single thing that you see around you is the results of one idea. Think about that for the moment. Everything you see around you. I'm sitting at a table right now. It's a wooden table. It has one core beam in the middle with legs underneath that beam. And it's got 4 chairs, equally looking chairs that sit at this wooden table. You can see in the background there's a whiteboard. There's a desk over here that's holding things. There's a chair off in the corner. Every single one of those things started as an idea, and someone grew their ability to turn that idea into a reality, into something that is real. See, every single thing you see around you started as an idea somewhere at some time in history. That's why, my friends, when we're looking at all the opportunity in front of you, when you're looking at all that is great out in front of you, you have to pull that greatness out of you to be able to make that great in front of you. But that is unlimited. See, that's the cool thing about your potential. It has no limitation on it. It has no limitation. And when you learn how to draw potential out of you, you will learn how to go out and capture new opportunities. You're going to learn how to see and recognize opportunity even in adversity, even in times of adversity. And quite honest, that's when a lot of our greatest opportunities actually are formed, is in times of adversity. We're going to share some stories on that today. Okay, there's three main things that I want to share with you about potential. The first one, number one, no one is born without potential. No one is born without potential. You have greatness within you. You've heard that probably from Les Brown. Les Brown is an amazing guy. When he was younger, he was slow. He didn't learn real well. He was one that the teachers didn't see a lot of potential in. And they didn't give him a lot of credit. He didn't score good grades. But one teacher said there's greatness. They told him there's greatness within you. One teacher said there's greatness within you. And he began to capture that thought, that idea that there was greatness within him. And he began to live a life pouring out of himself that greatness that was within him, the greatness that's within you. You are born with great potential. You have inside of you an unlimited ability to grow, which is one of the points we're going to talk about in a minute. But think about that for a moment. You have greatness within you. What are you going to do with that greatness? See, therein lies the key. John Maxwell says that there is one thing that you do better than the 10,000 people that are closest to you all around you. Think about that. You do one thing better than 10,000 other people around you. What is that one thing? If you can learn and identify what that one thing is, that greatness will begin to come out of you. People will begin to follow you. People are going to desire what you can offer to them, how you can serve them. That's the greatness that will come out of you when you begin to realize what that one thing is that you do better than anybody else. What is it? That's a key component. Number two, your potential alone will not make you great. Not going to happen. Your potential alone will not make you great. We've all seen it. We've all seen it. People that have huge potential in high school, their sports, they're good at what they do, they bring completion to projects, they just do all these really cool things, right? But then in the real world, where things have changed and circumstances, what we call circumstances, now take our perfect plans and begin to throw monkey wrenches in them, we oftentimes see people with great potential not realize it. They can't bring their potential out of themselves because they never really learned how to do that. And that's what we're talking about here today. I want to help you learn how to do that, right? But you have to come to the real awareness that just because of who you were doesn't mean that's going to be who you are. So if you had a great name, here's what I found. Most people have trusted, a lot of people have trusted their historical performance, their historical reputation, their social status, or their education. So many people believe that in those things are what their potential is built on. Nothing's further from the truth. Absolutely nothing is further from the truth. Take myself, for example. I've been recruiting and developing business owners for the last 8 years. And in the process of recruiting and working with over 300 different business owners, I've been able to see how certain individuals who have the outside appearance of great potential, I've seen them not realize or turn the opportunity into really anything. I've seen that happen, and it's sad. But the challenge with that, and here's what happens. And I want to be careful how I say this. I don't want to offend anyone in this, but it may happen, and for that I apologize right up front. Just because you're really good in one area of business does not mean that you're going to be good in another area of business. It's just not going to happen. So even though certain people want to take on a great opportunity, if they do not grow the potential within themselves to turn that opportunity into a success, it's not going to happen. There is always a requirement to learn and grow when there's new opportunity. But most people they've taken an opportunity that they excelled at, that was part of their natural bent, and they don't continue to grow. They just live in that opportunity. So new opportunity for them doesn't often work because they're not continually growing. If you're going to realize new opportunities and expand your horizons and make more money, build a bigger business, serve more people, you have to learn how to grow your potential. And this is where I see so many people miss the ball. They miss the target. They got great potential within them, but they don't know how to turn that potential into a value that can grow a new opportunity. They miss that. And that's what Kylan Hunt and Company is all about. That's what business coaching is all about. It's helping you identify and become aware of the things that are not working so that you can turn them into things that do work for every opportunity in front of you. That's a key component. Here's the thing. I've had this come up very, very recently in my life. And I've had the opportunity to work with some extremely well-educated, extremely intelligent individuals. And I mean, these are PhD level individuals, extremely intelligent. But they were missing one thing: emotional intelligence. In fact, I'd even say they might have been missing two things: vision and emotional intelligence. Intellectually, they're out the roof. The things that they knew was amazing. The knowledge that they had in the mind, unbelievable. Unbelievably intelligent people. But what they didn't have was the ability to turn that into a message, turn it into a vision, turn it into something that has great value. See, that's going to require knowledge to come into you, which they had. But what they didn't have, they didn't know how to turn that knowledge into wisdom that could go out and capture opportunity, that could go out and realize something great. They didn't have that opportunity because they had not learned how to turn knowledge into wisdom that could become valuable to those around them. Not just sometimes we look at knowledge like it's the great value add. Knowledge in and of itself is useless. It's what you do with it. It's how you turn the knowledge into something that can create value. And that's what they had not learned how to do. And that's why learning emotional intelligence, learning how to cast vision, learning how to think into our potential, in order to realize that potential is absolutely vital, my friends. And that's my area of expertise. That's what Kylan Hunt and Company is all about. We want to help people take that knowledge that you already have, take these systems, these processes that you already have, and learn how to draw wisdom out of that. You've seen our tagline, seek truth, gain wisdom, serve others. It's a process. Taking that knowledge, identifying the truth in it, what truth needs to be revealed, how does it be revealed, how do we turn that into a message, into a vision that people can follow, that people can trust, that people can believe in. How do you do that? That's what we do. How do we turn that into something that has value? That's important, my friend, learning how to do that. And it doesn't happen by default. It happens intentionally. Okay, number three on potential. So what we've looked at thus far is number one, everyone is born with potential. Everybody has it. Number two, your potential alone will not make you successful. Okay, number two, your potential alone will not make you successful. You have to do something with it. And number three, I've mentioned this already. Your potential is unlimited. Your potential, that greatness that is within you, that greatness that has been created in you, that potential is unlimited. But you have to know how to tap into it. You have to know how to access the greatness that has been created within you, my friends. That's vital. That's vital. See, the more you do with your potential, the more you'll be given. The more you do with your potential, the more you're going to be given. Now, you could ask the question, well, what does that mean? Well, how am I given more potential? Well, here's the thing. You're going to begin realizing it more and more. But if you're not growing every single day, if you're not intentionally improving yourself every single day, you're going to miss the increased potential within you. You're going to miss it. Why? Because you're going to be the same today as you were yesterday. And if you're not growing, you're going to be the same tomorrow that you are today, and you'll never realize your potential. If you just do life instead of intentionally create life, you're missing out. If you're just doing life every day, your potential can't grow, and the opportunities in front of you will not be realized. You won't even see most of them. But if you're growing every single day, and if you're increasing your potential to produce, you're increasing your potential to serve, you're increasing your potential to turn knowledge into wisdom, then guess what? If you're increasing that potential every single day, you're going to be capturing more and more and more opportunity. You're going to see the opportunity in front of you. You're going to reach out, you're going to grab it and turn it into something great. Think about that for a moment. Grab the opportunity, put your thought into it, put your wisdom into it, cast the vision and cast it out to do something awesome with it. That is exciting. That's fun stuff when you begin to do that. So you're sitting here asking, Kylan, how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, for starters, subscribe to this. As I've already mentioned, subscribe, and we're going to continue adding this kind of value to you. We're going to help you continue to grow your potential. So subscribe to here. Don't miss that. Secondly, though, I got three things. I got three areas that you can focus on today to begin to grow your potential. Okay? These three areas are vital. And they're soft skills. They're not something that's being taught worldwide across all of our education systems today. You're sure you can get a degree in any one of these probably, but you have to ask the question, what are they? And what do they mean to me? How do I use these three things? How do I grow these three things to actually go out and realize my potential, not the potential of someone else, mine. And these three things are this: communication. If you are working every single day, not to get a degree in communication, not to get a degree in anything of that nature, but if you're working every single day to learn how to connect with people, see, communication is only as good as it is received. And most of your degrees that you go out and get from an educational institution are going to be based on what you give, right? It's going to be you giving something, your message, your voice, your ability to say something to someone. That's really the only way that you can put a degree on something or put a certification to something, is based on how you do it. But at the end of the day, if you're going to really increase your potential, your communication has to be well received. I've said that for years. Communication is only as good as it is received, not how it's given. Communication is only as good as it is received. So, are people receiving your message? Are people understanding you? Are people catching your vision? Because if they're not, there's something missing. The opportunities are going to be missed. So that's the number one thing. Work on your communication potential. The second one, your influence potential. John Maxwell says that leadership is influence. Now, if you think about that, if you're influencing people positively, you're going to be doing things and delivering things that have great value. Okay? And you're going to influence people to change their mind, to change the way they do things, to change a management practice. If you have the ability to influence someone, then you're going to continue to find more and more and more opportunities. Your potential is going to grow as you have the ability to influence people. So that ability is something that has to be learned through evaluation, through experience, through processes. But if those, you heard me say evaluation, if all the things in your life, if you do not evaluate them, your experiences are going to be lost. So we have systems in place. If you connect with us, we'll be showing you exactly how to evaluate your experiences, to identify your strengths, to identify your weaknesses, to identify areas that you can continually grow your influence. Think about that. If you were influencing more and more people every day, you think you'll get more and more opportunity? You better believe it. You absolutely will. So the more and more you grow your ability to influence, the more and more opportunities you're going to see. Now the third one, and the most important thing that you can do to increase your potential, is to practice the art of thinking. Oh, Kylan, you're saying that's crazy. No, listen to me, please. Practice the art of thinking. We have become a society that is very noisy. What do I mean by that? There's noise all around us, noise that is bombarding us visually, audibly, psychologically, noise that is hitting us through social media, through advertising, through television, through movies. We are bombarded with outside noise influences. And as a society, many of us have lost the ability to think. Now, I don't say that harsh. I'm there too. I've lived there. I've been there. But through great mentoring, through some tremendous mentors, they've raised my awareness that I give into the noise and that I need to set aside time every day to think. I'm challenged by my mentors to think for 1 hour a day. No noise, no radio, no music playing, just thinking with a pen and a piece of paper and a topic. One topic, a pen, and a piece of paper. And I think for 1 hour a day, you know what that'll do to you? That will change your world. But you have to start small. I'm going to be honest with you. When you shut the world off around you and it's really still and really quiet, that's hard to grasp if you're not used to it. So take just 5 minutes. Start with just 5 minutes and getting somewhere quiet and think about one topic for 5 minutes. And maybe in a couple of weeks, you increase that to 10 minutes. And then you increase it to 15 minutes. But do it every single day, and you will begin to realize more and more of the greatness that's within you. You'll begin to realize more and more of the potential that you have to reach out into the marketplace and turn an opportunity into a reality. That's what I have for you, my friends. So be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this page, and share it with your friends. Because, my friends, I've learned this, and I hope you do too. When you seek truth in your life, and you begin to turn that truth into wisdom, it's going to come into you as knowledge first. But as you sort it out and seek the truth that's in that knowledge, capture that wisdom, and then use it to serve others, you'll change the world. Seek truth, gain wisdom, serve others. God bless.